Good morning. So I've got a day off work today and I thought I'd take myself out on a little day trip outside of London because, well, why not? Anyway, I've winded up in Canterbury. I've not really got much of a plan for today. I'm just kind of going to go at it and see what I stumble upon. One thing I do want to do is punting, if possible. The weather's looking a little bit cloudy. Hopefully the sun breaks through because, let's be honest, everywhere looks better when the sun's shining, doesn't it? Anyway, it's about 10:15. I've not eaten yet. I've only had a cup of tea on the train. So first things first, get myself some grub and then, yeah, we'll see where the day takes us. So I'll catch up with you guys later. I ended up skipping breakfast. Now, that wasn't intentional. I just got completely sidetracked by all the things I was seeing around me. And then I stumbled upon Westgate Gardens. Now, these gardens have to be the prettiest gardens I think I've ever seen in my life. Honestly, everything from the river to the flowers to the buildings. It was like you're in your own little English countryside dream, and I loved it. I spent a good 2 hours just walking around the gardens, taking it all in, and I tell you, it was worth every minute. So after a very long stroll, I headed off to Westgate Tower Museum to check out the museum and also the viewpoint from the top of the tower. I've just finished in Westgate Gardens, having a walk around there. Oh my God, those gardens are so pretty, honestly. It's like a little fairy tale dream. Anyway, I've come to the Westgate Museum and Tower just to have a little look around here. It's nearly 12:30. I've been here for 2 hours and I've made it 10 minutes up the road. So I need to get a move on if I'm going to see Arthur Canterbury. So I'll catch you later. Once I finished checking out the viewpoint, I spent a little bit of time exploring the museum, looking at all the artefacts. I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that this gatehouse has stood since 1380, and apparently it's the last surviving medieval gatehouse in England, which is mad. Anyway, after that I took a little stroll down the high street. Lunch was way overdue by this point, so I stopped at a little place called the Mooring Cafe and Bar for a quick fish finger sandwich before it was time to go on my punting trip. So I've just finished up on my little punting trip. I've just headed over to the Franciscan Gardens. I hope I've said that right. I'm sure I have, but you never know with me. Anyway, the punting trip was so nice. It was like a shared tour with a few other people, but yeah, it was really good. Well worth the money. It was 25 quid for 40 minutes, and it was just nice. It's one of those things where if you come to Canterbury, you have to do, and I've never done that in my life, so it was nice to get that kind of like checked off the list. So yeah, I'm just going to have a little mooch around here. Times are ticking, it's 2:45. I'm going to have a walk around here, perhaps walk up the high street, have a look around there, and then if I've got time, well, hopefully I'm going to head over to the cathedral before I head home. So yeah, I'll speak to you later. I went for a quick stroll around the gardens. Whilst I didn't think there was a great deal to see there, I did find them to be really peaceful and calm, and it was really quite beautiful. And there was this lovely little chapel that sat over the river, but I couldn't go inside because that was currently closed for renovation. After that, I went back down the high street, had another walk around there, just got lost in some of the back streets, checked out some of the buildings, people watched, and then headed over to the cathedral for a tour of that. I spent quite a bit of time wandering around the cathedral, checking out all its little nooks and crannies. I didn't realise how much there was to see there, but I tell you what, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Once I left, I had about an hour to go before it was time to catch my train. I was getting a little bit peckish at that point, so I stopped at a local cafe for a light snack. I had a cup of tea and a scone. It was lovely, then headed off to the station to catch my train back to London. I've just arrived back at St Pancras. I'm going to close the vlog here. Thank you for joining me on my little day trip to Canterbury. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. I have to say the highlight was definitely the punting. Honestly, if you come to Canterbury, you just have to do that. I can't remember the name of the company I used off the top of my head, but I'll link them down below. So if you want to use them, you know where to find them. So yeah, I'm going to go, get myself home, have a cup of tea, put my feet up, and I'll see you guys on the next one.